everyone, I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen and another installment of Pies Giving for 2016. Today we have a pie that was so highly requested, there's no way I could have left it off the list. Today we're making an old-fashioned coconut custard pie, only this time I'm putting my own twist on it, and this is a triple coconut custard pie. We've got flaked coconut, we've got coconut milk, and we've got coconut Torani syrup, because this is Torani Pie Day. Let's go see how this all comes together. All right, we're gonna go right into all the ingredients for our coconut custard pie. Now, the difference between a coconut custard pie and a coconut cream pie is that a coconut cream pie is typically made on top of the stove and then poured into a baked pie shell and chilled. A coconut custard pie is poured into a blind baked pie shell raw and then baked in the oven until it's cooked all the way through. So I've done a coconut cream pie. I will leave a link for you down below where you can see how I did that. It's super easy and it uses pantry items in order to make that pie, and it's absolutely delicious. This is a very highly requested recipe, coconut custard pie baked in the oven, perfect for the holidays, and with Thanksgiving coming, I could not exclude it from our Pies Giving celebration. Today we're doing double duty because today is Torani Pie Day. And we're going to be using Torani in our pie.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there? Yeah. We're going to be using Torani coconut syrup in our coconut custard pie to make this a triple coconut custard pie, because we're going to be using coconut. This is just sweetened flaked coconut. This is the kind from Trader Joe's, so it's a little bit not so stark white. We're going to be using 1.5 cups of coconut milk. We're going to be using 1 cup of whole milk. We're going to be using a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 4 eggs. That's all that goes into this. It's really kind of simple. And of course, 1 blind baked pastry pie shell. And I went ahead and I did this as my cream cheese pie crust recipe. I will link you to that as well. And I'm just going to set this aside for now. I have my oven preheated at 325 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to break. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our sugar, our salt, and our flour. A lot of people like to put, how did coconut get in my coconut milk there?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. A lot of people like to put nutmeg in coconut custard pie. That is completely up to you. That is not my jam. So we're going to leave it out today. Why are you coughing there, honey?
I don't know that either.
Go ahead and mix up your flour and your sugar. Just whisk it lightly together. Get it incorporated. Then we'll start breaking our eggs in here. Like that. And then what you want to do is just beat the sugar and the eggs together. You can do this with an electric mixer, but really there's no need. This is a super easy pie to throw together. And a lot of people ask me about this. This is my Rita Handy Stir. If you're interested, I'll leave a link to where you can find this in the information box below. Next thing we're going to do is get our milk in here. There goes our whole milk. And our coconut milk. Give that a good stir. And I'll add my Torani syrup. If you don't have the Torani syrup, don't worry. You can just use a whole cup of sugar, and then if you have it on hand, go ahead and add a teaspoon of coconut extract. That's just going to really boost the coconut flavor, and it's going to be lovely. I have the Torani on hand, so I'm going to use it. There goes our tablespoon of vanilla extract. And there's your custard mixture right there. All right, now we've brought back our pie shell, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour my coconut right on in there and kind of spread it out. You can use whatever kind of flake coconut you prefer. You can use sweetened, unsweetened, you can use the really broad cut stuff, or you can use the thin stuff like I have here. Then take your custard and pour it right on in there. Right up to the top. Then I'm just gonna take my scraper here. I didn't really need to scrape out the bowl because it all pretty much went in the pie shell, which is nice. Now I said I have my oven preheated at 325 degrees. So what I did was I baked my pie shell at 350, and then when it comes out I just turned down the oven to 325, and I got all my ingredients ready so it wouldn't be too hot. I'm gonna put this in the oven at 325 for about 45 to 50 minutes. You're gonna know that it's done when a knife inserted in the center comes out clean and it is jiggly, but not liquidy. That's the key. I'm gonna pop this in the oven now, and then we'll bring you back when it's time to take it out. All right, we just removed our coconut custard pie from the oven. Now, about 45 minutes in, I checked it, and it was still very liquidy. So I added another 15 minutes, and I put my pie shield on so that my crust didn't get burned. And at the 1 hour mark, I checked it again, still too liquidy, so I added another 15 minutes. So this was in the oven a total of 75 minutes. And we'll just go ahead and remove that pie shield. The crust is brown, but it's not overdone, and it's gonna be fine. Now you can see that the custard has kind of souffled a little, so it's a little puffy. That's gonna go down as it cools. What I want you to do is just leave it right here on top of your stove and let it cool to room temperature, and then we can cut it and then we'll refrigerate it. So we'll be back when it's time to cut a slice of our delicious triple coconut custard pie. All right, our pie's been cooling for a couple of hours, and it's still just slightly warm, but it's nice and firm and it's no longer jiggly. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut into it for you so that you can see what it looks like. Look at that. Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That's a beautiful piece of pie right there. There you have it. There is our beautiful, and still a little bit warm I might add, coconut custard pie. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. It's sliced so clean, and it came out of the pie plate so pretty. I can't wait to taste it. How about you? Mm-hmm. All right, let's just get this over with for the people, right? You ready? Yes?
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's really, really good. Adding that coconut Torani in there just gave it that extra push of coconut. It's so delicious. Mm-hmm. Subbing out some of the plain milk for coconut milk in a can, and I used nearly an entire can. So, oh my gosh, that's so good.
Some whipped cream would be nice on it too.
And now you're going to want to put this in the refrigerator and chill it all the way before you serve it. You don't want to serve this warm. And then you can serve it with some whipped cream on the side or on top or all over if you're a full coverage kind of person. So yeah, that's really amazing. You're going to love this. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, that's how you make an amazing triple coconut custard pie. Old school style where you bake it in the oven. Like I said, I also have a coconut cream pie. That is a refrigerator no-bake pie, and I will link that down below. I've used my cream cheese pie crust. I will also link that for you. And just try this pie. If you're a coconut cream pie lover, you're going to love this coconut custard. It's really outstanding. I want to thank you for joining me today. And if you liked the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give this triple coconut custard pie a try, and I hope you love it. And until next time, Happy Pies Giving!